Well, seems like we got even more losers crying about AI art. We all know that AI is here and it's not going anywhere. You can be mad all you want, but the AI revolution is here and it's only gonna get bigger and bigger. And now we have a bunch of untalented artists who wish they could be half as good as AI getting mad that people don't care if a product is made by AI. And that's exactly what the streamer xQc is saying. I don't watch this guy whatsoever. He's a bumbling idiot. I can't understand a word he is saying, but he said that AI is here and it's better than most artists, and artists are getting mad. Are you really surprised? And we're gonna look at a tweet that goes over it. But before we get into it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to push this video out in the YouTube algorithm. And here's a tweet from Dexerto. It says, xQc believes AI art is already a better product than what most artists make. Quote, why would I care? I don't consume the method, I consume the product. Where is the lie? This is a rare xQCW. There is no lie detected. Have you seen a lot of art nowadays? It's terrible. They don't have any talent. Most artists are garbage. Most artists aren't even getting jobs. They're not good enough to get jobs. That's why they cry on Twitter all day. But when it comes to actual entertainment industries that use artists, they're terrible. Have you seen the current state of AAA gaming, especially when it comes to female characters? They all look like shit. The type of people that make characters that look like this are the ones crying the most about AI. I'd rather game devs use AI to make women actually look like women and not look like men in disguise. That would be way better than the ugly characters that we're getting nowadays. You think gamers will care, especially with the garbage that we're getting nowadays with these buggy, ugly, bloated, trash games that are $70, that have so much microtransactions, battle passes, season passes, ugly and lame, repetitive garbage, and just lame, boring gameplay? You think gamers will give a fuck if game developers use AI to make their games look better? No, we won't, because it's better than the garbage we're getting now. And that's what a lot of people do not understand. And it's not even just a gaming thing, it's a comic book thing. Comic book art styles are hideous as well. They don't have any good artists in the comic book industry anymore. There's plenty of iconic female characters that are just hideous now. All the artists working at Marvel and DC are terrible. AI is way better. The AI artwork that I see on the internet is way better than any books coming out from Marvel and DC. That's why people are mad, because AI is better than them. This is just a Twitter problem. Nobody outside of Twitter gives a fuck about AI art. People who don't sit on Twitter all day have something called a job. Have you losers ever had a job? Because if you did, you wouldn't be crying about Twitter art and AI artists on Twitter. You would be working at your fucking job. Normal people are not crying about this. Normal people are just doing their 9-to-5 job, and if they see a video game that looks good, they're not gonna check what art in the game is AI art. No, they're gonna just buy the game if they think it looks good. And I can't wait for the day for a popular video game to come out and advertise the fact that it is using AI and the game sells so well. The game just sells tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of copies, makes tens of millions of dollars. I am waiting for that day, because when that happens, it will prove that gamers do not fucking care if a game has AI art. That is it. Gamers don't care if a game uses AI or not. And a lot of losers are gonna learn the hard way when that happens. But because people can't accept the reality, they rather have a mental breakdown in the replies and quote tweets like this one here. It says, I fucking hate hearing about AI all the time. I hate that there's so many of these retards spewing the same shit AI 24/7. I seriously have no idea why we have so many brainless, thoughtless, warm-headed idiots on this planet breathing the same air as I do. My God, that was... Someone's having an autistic breakdown. Go outside, man. Go outside. Nobody outside the internet is acting like this and having a mental breakdown because someone doesn't care whether or not a product is made using AI. These are the type of people getting mad at this. Unstable autistic children. Those are the ones mad about AI. Nobody cares about the method that makes a product. Think about it. You have so much clothes, so much technology, so much software that is made from Chinese sweatshops. You think people give a fuck if their shoes are made in China by sweatshops that pay people a penny an hour? You think people care? No, because they like the product. They like the clothes. They like their iPhone. They like all these other technologies that say they are made in China. They don't care about how it's made. Why? Because the product itself is good. And that applies to AI. If the product itself is good, whatever the AI is being used in, I just use a video game as an example. If the game itself is good, everything about it is good. The artwork, the gameplay, the art style, the characters, dialogue, story. If everything about it is good, nobody nobody will give a fuck if AI was used to help make the game. That's what you people need to fucking realize. But every single time someone says this, there's always some psychotic individual sending death threats. And that's exactly what this reply is doing. It shows an image that has a speech bubble that's advocating for violence against people who use AI art. These people do this because they don't have the brains to argue. They don't have the brains to debate. They don't have the brains to comprehend that people won't care. So what do? They act like little children. These are children. These are stupid, uneducated, uninformed, retarded, small-minded, out of touch, failures in life that do nothing with themselves other than cry and complain about everything they don't like on Twitter. That's who's getting mad at AI art. The worthless nobodies of society. Not normal people, terminally online Twitter people. And they will continue to learn the hard way when they don't get hired because they are trash. Because the people who have talent will continue to get jobs while the losers will continue to cry about AI on the internet. And that's what this reply is saying here. Rare-based take from xQc. Consumers don't care how it's made. They don't owe you loyalty. You have to compete with AI now. That's the reality you live in. Deal with it. Real artists will succeed and everyone else can figure out a more realistic method of living. And that is the only normal comment in that entire reply section. This is a normal comment. This is how normal people think. They don't get mad. They don't threaten people. They don't have a mental breakdown. They just say how it is. They just tell you the truth. You have to compete with AI. If you had any brains, you would use this as a motivation to get better than the AI instead of crying and complain about it. You are just jealous because you are trash. A robot is better than you. A robot is better than anything you ever drawn in your life. How does that feel to know you are fucking trash compared to a fucking bot on the internet? That's a you problem and you need to figure out how to do a better job. You are the one that's trash, not the AI. It's you. You're the garbage and you need to find out how to not be so garbage. Everything xQc said is a fact. You're just jealous because you know it's true. You can stay mad all you want. You can cry about it all you want. AI is here. AI is not going anywhere. And it's only going to continue to get better. No amount of bitching and crying and complaining and sending death threats is going to change that. So oh well for all the jealous, untalented Twitter artists that don't know how to make good art. All we have to do is just wait and see how AI will impact the art industry in the future. So I don't have much else to say. I don't want to keep repeating myself. So all the losers getting mad at AI art, go fuck yourself.